you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being on time. And my name is Faisal Ahmed, and I'll be the speaker for today's leadership series. So, as usual, I'm using my two laptops. Laptop one in front of my face, and laptop two, I got today. My life is a bit easy because today I have one of my colleagues. She will be helping me to host the second laptop meeting. Okay, so it would be a bit easier for me to manage all the things. So I believe all of you are doing great. All of you are safe and sound. But I'm so sad today when I see all of your face. You know, you are here in a leadership training, right? But all of you look like so stressed, so tired, so unhappy, so frustrated, a lot of complaint about life. I'm not sure why. Alvin, when you will be a leader, you have to be totally different than the average people. Understand, my friends? You have to be totally different than the ordinary people that you know in your society. Leadership, actually, it is not any science. No one can teach you how you can be a leader, to be very honest. Agree? No one can teach you, hey, Jonathan, you follow A, B, C, D, E, F, you can be the best leader. I'm sorry, it will not work. Leadership, actually, it is a skill that you need to develop in yourself. Now, understand, leadership is a skill that you need to develop in yourself. So how you can develop? By memorizing books? No. By study these and that? No. How? Very simple. You have to improve your interpersonal skill. That's the main things, interpersonal skills. Because leadership, it's all about your ability to represent your character, your attitude, your behavior, your communication skill, your level of confidence, your ability to motivate people, your ability to inspire people, your ability to make people committed about something. Okay. So from today, it's not any academic class. Okay. I'm not going to teach any diploma things, postgraduate diploma things. I'm not going to tell you that might come in your final exam. Okay. I'm not going to say anything about academic part. I'll talk about how you can put some thoughts inside your mind to become an effective leader. And that's why I have taken the topic. It's all about 4 O's of leadership. Okay. So I'll be talking about only the 4 key points that will start with the alphabet O. So let me open my chat box. Let's try. Okay. Everybody go to the chat box. And what do you think? When we are talking about the topic for tonight is 4 O's, right? So what would be this? Any idea, guys? What would be the 4 O's? 4 O that will, like organization. I'm talking about the alphabet O. Okay, good. For very good, very nice, very nicely done in the first one. Okay, observation, orientation, opportunity, operationalization. Okay, fine. And set opportunity. Anyone got any idea? Obedience. Very good. Go on, go on, go. Try to put more. Try to put four important words that will come along with the alphabet O. Wow, very good. Observant, outcome, optimism, opportunity. Wow, I'm so happy. Some of you already know what I'm going to talk tonight. Not tonight, actually, today. Okay, so some of your options are absolutely right that you sent in our chat box, but I have some different things to share with all of you. So before I start sharing my screen, let me invite all of you to switch on your camera with a smiling face. Okay, can all of you give a good smile on screen, 3 to 1, so that we can mark your attendance? Page number 2, page number 3, thank you so much. Page number 4. Yeah, just quickly switch on your camera. And I know some of you are doing overtime during your weekend. If you are at work, I'm not going to ask you to switch on your camera because I understand your job also important, right? Okay, thank you so much for your participation and understanding about the things to switch on the camera. Host, have you done with your attendance from your side? So let's share the screen. So ladies and gentlemen, the notes I'll be sharing before I say have a great weekend. So do not ask me in the chat box, sir, can I have the PDF? Can I have the PDF? Don't disturb me by asking this question, okay? I'll send you before we end our meeting. Host, please share the screen. As you can see, the topic for tonight, the 4O of leadership. So only 2 topics that I'm going to cover. Page number 2, Anu. I'll give you a brief definition of a leadership, and then we will directly go inside of the main topic for today. So slide number 3, Anu, let's move on to the main part. What is leadership? If you are trying to find out the definition of leadership from internet, your mind will be lost because you will get a lot of different definition from different authors, different writers, from different leaders. So out of millions of definition, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you one of the very simple definitions. Leadership can be defined by using 3 outcomes. Everybody look at the 3 words: direction, alignment, and commitment. Marilyn, when you will be holding the leadership position, you have to be good at 3 things. You have to know how to give the right direction, guidelines. Number 2, alignment. What is the meaning of alignment? To be very honest, this is the most challenging part for a leader. If you have 20 team members, I repeat, if you have 20 team members under your leadership, 20 people will have 20 different ways of thinking. 20 of your staff will have 20 different problems, different challenging or weaknesses. So alignment meaning to say, as a leader, you have to put everyone in a queue, in a line, that they will follow your instruction without giving any problem. Alignment, it's all about convert everyone to the specific mission and vision that you have for your team. And number 3, commitment. You must have to commit. You must have to be very, very promising. And always remember, as a leader, when you promise something, make sure you keep your promise. If you never keep your promise, at the end of the day, your team members will not trust you anymore in future. And remember, leadership, it is a systematic process where individuals work together to produce result that they could never achieve alone. Okay, understand? So because I truly believe one of the signature statements about leadership, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So how you can go far? And what is the meaning of going together? That is called leadership, that you bring everyone under an umbrella to follow your lead, to follow your instruction in order to achieve the things for your business, for your team, for your department. So that's the simple definition for today's leadership topic. Slide number 4. Okay, I understand some of you got late. Is okay. Just start from there. Later on, I'll be sharing my notes accordingly. Okay, good. Excellent. Fine. Okay. So I'll put the chat box only between me and the host, right? Not to everyone. Okay, so today we are going to talk about 4 important components of modern leadership. I'm not going to talk about traditional things. I'm going to talk about contemporary, modern leadership. Look at number 1, opportunity, opposition, obedience, and outcome. Some of you already have sent these 4 important words in our chat box. Thank you so much. So when we truly understand those 4 O, we can lead bravely despite of the surroundings or the environment that we have in our business. So I'll break down all those 4 keywords one by following my few slides. Now, as a leader, slide number 5, please. As a leader, you must understand what is opportunity, what kinds of opportunity you will have when you will become a leader. Look at number 1, opportunity for the team members. Anu, we need to stop sharing the screen for a while. Let me stop sharing the screen because I really don't like to see my PowerPoint slide all the time. Let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello again. Hello, everyone. Could you please give a wave to me? Okay. So, opportunity as a leader, your opportunity for your team member. What does it mean? Remember, if you have 50 staff under your leadership, this is your opportunity to help all those 50 people to become more better in their life. Umabek, you follow? Understand? If you have 100 staff under you and you are the leader, do you know what is your opportunity? You have the opportunity to change the life of 100 people from your effective leadership. So how you can change, how you can take this opportunity in a positive way. For your team members, sometimes they need your guidelines, right? For your team members, sometimes they will have difficulties, challenges, stressful situation, really does not understand what to do, how to do. Then it is your opportunity to become a coach or a trainer or a mentor for that particular number of people in your team. This is your opportunity. Understand? And if you want to be more successful as a leader, whatever the opportunity you have, what you need to do, you need to grab it. You need to grab it. You cannot do your job just for the sake of doing. As a leader, if you feel that this is my position, I'm the in charge of 100 people, so I'll just look around, I'll just check how they are working, but I'm not going to educate them, I'm not going to train them, I'm not going to motivate them, I'm not going to spend my time for the betterment of my team members. You are not a leader. You are working as a manager from your grandfather generation. Understand? When your grandfather worked, that time got no leader. That time got only the manager and the supervisor. Mary Grace, you follow? When my father worked at his workplace, got no leader, but he got a manager. Always always act like that. You know what is the meaning of acting like that? Always looking at others, what they are doing. But the this is not the right opportunity. You have the responsibility for your team members. What kind of responsibility? Number one, if you notice that some of your team members do not have enough knowledge about your product, about your services, what you need to do? You need to provide training for them to improve their product knowledge and service knowledge, right? Opportunity number two, if you realize that some of your staff got difficulties to communicate with other people, so what you need to do, you need to train them, educate them how they can improve their communication skill. To be very honest, nowadays most of the new staff, they really do not have enough idea about problem solving skill. Jenny, you follow? Miss Jenny? Then what you need to do, you have to take this opportunity to train them to improve their ability to solve the problem from their workplace. Understand? That is called opportunity. So now, let me bring you back to my screen. Anu, can you please come to page number 5? Look at this one. So that's for the team members. As a leader, you have the opportunity to help people succeed in their work. You have to take this opportunity to do something for the team members so that your team member will enjoy their work. They will get promotion and they will gain confidence when you can do your part properly as a leader. Number two, opportunity for the organization. So you will have this opportunity to help the organization reach its goals, and your contribution to something bigger than yourself is your big opportunity. So when you feel that you are responsible for a sales department for an organization, so you have something big, right? You have big responsibilities to do your part accordingly for an organization. Now, let's move on to slide number 6. We do have something more about opportunity. Opportunity for your customers. If you are a productive leader, your customer will be benefited from you. If you are working as a leader in food and beverage industry, and if you are smart, how your customer will be benefited? You will be good enough to provide rapid service, express service, or quick service for your customers. And when you are good at providing quick service, your customer will be benefited. And this is your opportunity, right? If you are a teacher, if you are a trainer, if you are a coach, there is an opportunity for you to help other people to improve their skills and abilities. So you have to take your job as an opportunity to make the things better. Given, you follow? Given. So when you have that kind of approach, you can complete your opportunity part accordingly. Look at the next one. Communities. Everything you do, the result of all your hard work can change what happens all around you. And changes are this impact will extend far beyond those you interact with each day. What does it mean? You can make a big network. You can create a better environment. You can make your workplace even more productive when you take your job as your opportunity. Understand, all of you guys? I'll give you another example. When you will be a leader and when you will have new staff, what you need to do? Do you know what kind of opportunity you should have to maintain at the first place? Maritis, when you have new staff in your team and you are the leader for them, you must have to spend some time. Yeah, you must have to spend some time for the new staff to understand their attitude, to understand their strength, to understand their background, to understand their knowledge, to understand their culture. So when you understand all those things from your new staff, you also can bring a lot of opportunity for them at the first place. Right? The next one, we will talk more about opportunity. Yes. Yesterday night, remember I was talking about entrepreneurial leadership skills, right? Those who are from ENS class. So I remember yesterday night, I told all of you guys that the best leader always will lead from the front. Very well, you follow? The best leader always will lead from the front. Yeah, this is correct, but incomplete. Everybody look at my screen. Yeah, by right, leader always will lead from the front. Nothing wrong with that. But I have a question. The question is, are you setting an example you want others to follow? Or you just set an example just to complete your job? There are some differences between my two statements. If you set an example just to complete the job, and if you set an example for other just to follow, you know which one is more effective? Second one. If you set an example and other people follow this one, this is far more better than lead a group of people just by setting examples. Why? I'll give you an example. You are my leader, and you always lead me by setting examples in terms of work. You have the best sales, you have the best closing rate, you have the best feedback from your customers. And that's why I follow your lead just to become more productive. On the other hand, if you set examples for me to follow, I'll be more better. Example, you set example about punctuality, about discipline, about culture, about honesty, about integrity. So when I follow this part in my life, I'll be more productive, I'll be more successful, I'll be more and more strong in my professional life. Miss Jenny, am I right? So you as a leader, what you need to ensure, you need to ensure that you are setting examples not only for your staff to do their job. You have to set some examples that will change their life, especially some key points: discipline, punctuality, time management, honesty, and integrity. All of you understand? Give me a thumbs up if you understand the hidden meaning of this part. Thank you so much. And look at the next opportunity. When we realize that we are influencing through our words, action, body language, a decision, and everything that we are doing for our staff, we must need to understand that we have a far more positive influence than we might have thought. Sosa, you follow? Look at this part. So you need to be a leader, not only just making your staff to become productive in terms of work. The key word is influence, influencing, influencing. Why? Because as a leader, you cannot go for micromanagement, right? You have to influence them to follow your leads in a way that will help them not only becoming productive, but also a complete human being. So how you can do this one? You as the leader, you have to make sure you have proper body language. Number two, you have to ensure you have ability to make the right decision. So if you are my leader, and when I understand that you have a proper body language, your word of mouth, it's just a bond. Your word of mouth is very loud and very clear. It will create an opportunity for me to become more and more successful at the first place. The next one, Anu, slide number 8. Look at this part. As a leader, you will have the opportunity to change the world. Yes. Who will change the world? A leader. How? I'll give you a good example. Anu, could you please stop sharing the screen for a while? Tell me, in 2025, oh, I got so many messages here in my chat box. Is it? Okay, it was all about the previous messages. In 2025, what is the most valuable aspect in life? Can anyone come and tell me? Okay, let me open the chat box again. And my question is, what is the most valuable things in our life in 2025? What do you think? Go to the chat box and write down your answer. It is your opinion. There will be no right, there will be no wrong. What is the most powerful things you feel in your life? Money, okay. Internet, time, health and money, purpose, time. Can you please? Okay, the question is, what is the most important things or most powerful things in your life? That's my question. Wow, got different opinions from different people. Okay, there is no right, there is no wrong. But for me, I believe the most important aspect is time. Time, time. And don't forget, your time is your money. Okay? If you cannot utilize your time, if you cannot manage your time, you cannot convert your time as money. Okay? So thank you so much. Yeah, I cannot say your point is wrong, but this is my perspectives from the leadership point of view. Time, time. You know, all the creation, all the creation that you can see in 2025, all the leaders developed a new product, developed a new services just to save more time. Agree? Think about the Zoom apps that you are using today for leadership training. You are saving a lot of time from your life. Am I right to say like that? You need not to travel any place. If there is no Zoom, you might need to travel to Singapore. In our college, you need to sit inside of the classroom, and only then you can see your teacher is talking about that particular things. See? So what is the main point? Saving the time for the people from all over the world. Number two, think about Netflix. Netflix, I think some of you have this account, right? And when you have time, you just log in and you just watch your favorite movies, drama, right? All those kind of things. And the leaders from Netflix, why they have created this service? So that you can save your time. No need to go to the market, no need to look for the CD shop, DVD shop, right? So that you can save money. I mean, you can save your time. Now, you as a leader, how you can change the world? When you are good at utilizing your time, you are changing not only the time, you are changing the generation. You follow? Generation. Why modern generation is very smart? Because of globalization, right? The right word is globalization. Now everything is easy, right? Everything is easy. You have a smartphone, you have millions of opportunity in your hands, right? That is why all the leaders that become successful in 2025, how? By saving the time. Anu, could you please share the screen again? The opportunity to change the world. So how? As I have told you, how? If you know how to manage your time, if you know how to utilize your time, you can create an opportunity to change the world. Look at this one. How? Because as a leader, you can set some mission, goals, objectives, and a course to achieve them. Right? Opportunity. We are talking about the opportunity. And also, outcomes are valuable Because as a leader has this opportunity to change the world for the better, always remember, as a progressive leader, you must need to believe that change for the betterment. Whatever you are going to change, it has to be for the betterment. Only then you can change the perspectives, change your team, change your department, change your business, change your product and services that will create a lot of outcome for your from your leadership. Very simple and straight to the point. Now, the next one, Anu, go to slide number 9. We do have another important opportunity. The people who do change the world. You have the opportunity to be that person. How? Remember, leadership is an opportunity. It is not any position. It is not any entitlement. It's all about an opportunity for you to make other people better at the first place. Okay, fine, excellent. So here we go. When we enjoy or when we consider this truth that leadership is an opportunity, it makes us more and more responsible towards our team and team members. I repeat my statement so that you can understand. Leadership is an opportunity. It's not for you to earn more money at the first place. Lin, you follow? HN, you follow? KB, you follow? It's not for you to earn more money. It's not for you to exercise your power to other people. Danilo, understand? If you are holding a leadership position, and if I'm working under you, yes, you have the authority to punish me if I do something wrong. John, if you are my leader, you have this opportunity to enforce some punishment if I do something wrong. But a true leader or a real leader never exercise the bad habit among the followers. They will take it as an opportunity to help other people to become better. Rushil, understand, my friend Rushil Raman? So while holding the leadership position, please don't exercise your power among your followers in the negative way. Understand? That should be your opportunity. That should be your opportunity how you can make all of your, each and every of your staff to become better. So I do have some instruction. Yes, those who have asking for permission is okay. You can switch off your camera. I'm totally fine with that. Anu, let's go for slide number 10. Remember, as a leader, opportunity never comes. You need to create. Okay, opportunity is something that it's not come to your life. Angelita, you have to create. And how you have to create? Look at the few strategy. Improving your skills. You are a leader, but you can make your team more productive, but you really do not know how to motivate your team. Then you have to learn how you can be a motivating or motivational leader. You are a good leader, but you do not know very well how to train people. Then what is next? You need to learn how you can be a good trainer. You are a very disciplined leader, but you do not know how to enforce empathy among the team members. Then what you need to do? You need to learn how you can improve your ability to show empathy in the positive way. Know thyself. Remember this one opportunity. You can bring all the opportunity for your team as a leader when you know yourself at the first place. So, what are the things you need to know about yourself, your strength, your weaknesses, your self awareness, your emotional intelligence, and your ability to use your positive interpersonal skills? I didn't understand. Know thyself. Before you become a leader, you must have to know yourself. Only then, all the opportunity as a leader you can get and you can provide. Be honest. Leader must be honest, like a judge. You follow? You have to be honest. When you see it is right, you have to have this guts. You have to have this confidence to say it is right. When you say something wrong, you must have to have this confidence to say you are the guilty, you are wrong. Work hard. You cannot be a leader without working hard. All the successful leaders that you have in your country, they work more than 15 hours a day without giving any excuses. When you know how to work hard about your industry, you can create more opportunity. One of my brothers working as an area manager for a pharmaceutical companies, for a pharmaceutical company. And I noticed how busy my cousin is. Every time I meet with him, he just come and tell me, bro, I'm sorry, I really even don't have any weekend for last 2 to 3 months. Maribel, you follow, he got no weekends. Even during weekend, he has to work because he's responsible for more than 300 people from different areas, from different educational background. Very hardworking person. That's why he is a leader for an area for a pharmaceutical companies. He cannot switch off his mobile phone. I'm sorry to say, he always keep it on. Even it is midnight, if anyone calls him, he has to respond. He has to receive. He has to answer. Take responsibilities. Leader always have to be good at taking responsibility. When you see something wrong, don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet if you want to be a real leader. Son, you follow? Son, example. You are my leader. You notice that in our team, out of sudden got some discipline problem. Some of our staff getting late at work. You as a leader, you cannot keep an eyes closed. No, take the responsibility, call a meeting, call an urgent meeting and talk about this problem. Solve the problem before it becomes a major problem for your department. Understand? But many leaders really do not want to take this responsibility. That is called lack of ownership or initiative. Don't do that. Any problem, even it is just a simple problem, take responsibility and change the things before it becomes a major problem. And always remember, leader, don't overlook the small things. Today it is a small problem. Tomorrow it will become a major problem. I'll give you a good example. You are a leader and you notice that in your team, you got some two phases staff. You know what is the meaning of two phases staff? In front of you, very loyal. Maribel, you follow my friend? Very loyal. In front of you, he or she respect you a lot. Marim, you follow? But at the back, always talk bad about you. You have to stop that kind of dirty politics from your team. How? talk to that particular staff. Ask him or her not to waste his or her time by talking who is right and who is wrong in the team, right? And the last one, look at this one. Opportunity will come for a leader if you can maintain your consistency. So, sir, you follow what is the meaning of consistency? 24/7, you have to be very proactive. 24/7, you have to be very attentive. 24/7, you have to be very responsible. 24/7, you have to be very, very responsible about your department. If you can do this one as a leader, you can have a lot of opportunity, not only for you, but also for the people who will be working under your leadership. But my point, remember, leadership is not just a simple position. It is above average people. Leadership is for above average people, not like ordinary people. Okay, so the second O for today, it's all about opposition. Anu, let's go for slide number 11. Thank you so much. Now you have come to know as a leader what kind of opportunities you might get, you might have, you must have to maintain. So some of the leaders cannot fulfill or cannot take all those opportunities because of some opposition. What is the meaning of opposition? Every opportunity we will follow it with opposition. Anu, please stop sharing the screen. I can see the number is quite high. Everybody, I would like to request all of you to switch on your camera so that we can mark your attendance. And after that, our admin can prepare your certificate within 10 working days. Am I right, Anu? 10 working days, right? Yes. And you will receive your certificate accordingly. So give a good smile on screen first. Leader, hello, leaders. Yeah, please. Okay, so the link I'll send before I say good night to all of you. Everybody give a good smile on screen. Page number 1, page number 2. Miss Anu, you also need to take picture from your side. Page number 3, page number 4. Thank you so much for yeah. Okay. Number 9 and number 10. Fantastic. Okay. Now let's talk about opposition. Our brain, our brain, the weight of our brain, how much weight our brain got? 1.5 kilogram. Umabek, you follow? Brain. Maybe you are so tall, you are so healthy, but the weight is 1.5 kilogram. Maybe you are so slim, the weight will remain the same, 1.5 kilogram. And our brain got two sides, right and left. What is opposition? Everything that will come to your mind will give you a response. Yes response and no response. Understand that, yes, I want to do this. After a while, your brain will give you another response. No, I don't want to do this. Mary Gracie, you follow? You follow? So as a leader, the second O, opposition, you must have to block your brain from where negative response comes about your opportunity. I'll give you two best examples. You are a leader, and out of sudden, you started to feel today I feel a bit tired. Today I'm not feeling that much energetic. So what I'll be doing, I'm not going to be so serious. I'm not going to be so proactive about my team members. That is called laziness about your opportunities. Understand? Don't do that. I'm 100% sure when you will become a leader, sometime you will have these opposition things, feeling lazy not to do your part accordingly. Understand? Last night you wanted to talk with your staff in a meeting. Early in the morning you feel, ah, every time I see my team members, it makes me unhappy. So I don't want to meet with them for today. Don't do that. That is called opposition. Now you follow? And that kind of opposition things will destroy your real feature of a real leader. Understand? Don't do that. Don't be lazy. You have to block the way from where the negative things come to your mind as a leader. Example number 2. Leader must be full of forgiveness, not forgetful, huh? You know what is the meaning of forgiving people? You have to forgive. You cannot remember everything what your staff members are doing. Staff are doing, making some mistake, making some this and that all the way. I'm your staff and I made a mistake like last year, but you are my leader. Every time when there is a meeting in front of all other staff, you remind me about my mistake that I already forgot and that I never repeat that kind of mistake at my work. But you as a leader always keep reminding me in front of other staff. Do you know what does it mean? That is called opposition. Instead of letting your team members to motivate and move forward, you always demotivate them by reminding their mistake. Always remember, everybody makes mistake. You have to forgive your staff. Understand? You follow? Always tell your staff, always announce it in front of your staff. I'm free, I'm okay for the people who making mistake. I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay if you repeat the same mistake twice in your workplace. Understand, guys? You follow? Let them learn from mistake, but never allow them to repeat the same mistake one after another. Anu, let's move on to slide number 11. Every opportunity, as I have told you, followed with opposition. There are 3 main enemies that give us a lot of opposition: laziness, poor decision making, and lack of confidence. Now, chat box is open. Let me check if really chat box is open for me or not. Yeah, I can see it's open. So guys, just take 2 minutes time. You consider yourself as a leader and you are managing 20 people at your workplace. So out of 3 main enemies, which one you have? Which one you have? Which one is your problem? Which one is your weaknesses? Can you please type in the chat box, out of 3 enemies, who is your most common enemy in your life? Laziness, poor decision making, lack of confidence. Which one is your problem? Which one is your enemy? Which one is your weakness? Okay, go and please write down. Be honest, huh? Be honest. Be honest. No need to feel shy. No need to protect yourself. No need to be defensive or defense yourself. Okay. So out of three, I can see lack of confidence is the major enemy for most of you. Some of you are so honest and you told us that laziness is your enemy. Okay, fine. So thank you so much for being very honest. Special thanks for the people who write down laziness. I really appreciate. It's only possible by the super honest people to say that laziness is your main enemy. Yeah, it's true. If you think about your life, you have wasted a lot of time for nothing, right? Laziness. And you know what is the most common laziness? Let me tell you the truth. Today I'm not feeling well, so I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, that is called the best example of laziness. Today I'm not feeling well, so what I'll be doing, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, come to the main point. So as a leader, in order to block opposition, you must have to destroy your laziness. How you can destroy? Let me tell you the strategy. Whatever you need to do, just do it. Understand, guys? Just do it. Don't keep it pending. Don't go for procrastination. Don't do that. If you need to get up from your sleep at 7 a.m. in the morning, put an alarm in your mobile phone and just get up. Don't try to add 5 minutes time for another alarm. Don't try to make it 7:15, 7:20. You know you have to get up at 7 a.m. So why you need to add another 10 minutes, another 15 minutes? Leader cannot do that kind of things because you are not ordinary anymore. You are above average. For decision making, it's very I would say based on statistics. So it's okay if you have the problem like you are not good at making better decision in life. You have to learn day by day. And lack of confidence, remember my last night class? You must have to have the right skill in order to be confident and overcome your lack of confidence problem. So as a leader, being a leader, these three problems you must need to stop. This enemy you must need to destroy. Okay, destroy this three part as quick as possible in order to block the opposition of the opportunities. Now, slide number 12, Anu, let's go for the next one. Opposition, it's all about amiability. Why some leaders cannot make their staff to understand, to follow their instruction at the first place. Look at the next statement that I put. People want to follow leaders they like. People resist leaders they do not like. So as a leader, you will never make everyone happy. Be honest, be disciplined, and use empathy. Very powerful statement. You cannot make everyone happy as a leader, but the staff always like to follow the leader who they like the most. Maritis, you follow? So you cannot be likable by every staff, because sometimes as a leader you have to be very strict, you have to be very sincere, you have to be very disciplined, you have to be very professional, you have to be very straight to the point, you have to tell the truth, you have to tell the things honestly. But some stuff cannot take all those things from you at the first place. That is why people, yes, correct. That is why all the stuff that will be working, who will be working in your team, not everybody will like you. And my advice for all of you, don't try to make everyone happy as a leader. Don't try to do this one. It is totally impossible. Understand? Especially it is for workplace. Even, I'm not sure how many of you are here married. Can I see how many of you are married here? Got husband, wife? Wave your hand. Okay, my wife is next to me, but I lock my door. She cannot hear what I'm going to tell you the next. You know, even you cannot make your wife happy, even you are the husband of your, I mean, you are the husband. You follow? You are a wife. You cannot make your husband happy all the time. Your family members are not happy what you are doing for them, let alone in the workplace, people from other families, people from other discipline, people from other culture, how you can make them happy. Do you understand my point? So don't try to make everyone happy. Be honest, be disciplined, use empathy. That's the way how you can overcome this opposition. Like, you cannot make everyone happy. Why? Because psychologically, look at my first sentence that I put in my PowerPoint slide. People want to follow the leaders they like. Most of you are working, right? From how many students I have to now? 230, 111, 340 plus of you are here tonight. Not tonight, today. Some of you really do not like your manager, right? I can see some of you have full-time job. You really do not like your immediate manager, immediate supervisor, but you like another manager from another department. Why? Maritis, Marie, Umabek? Because you realize that this leader is very soft, very nice, very likable, very understanding. So what you are doing, you don't like your leader, but you like the leader from other department. You always feel, oh, I'm so unlucky. Why Mr. John is not my leader? Because I know Mr. John is a very nice person. I'm so unlucky. Why Miss Jessica is not my leader? All the staff under Miss Jessica having a good life at workplace. Always remember one simple philosophy. Always feel grateful if you have a leader very strict. If you have to feel grateful if you are working under a very strict, disciplined, and honest leader. Understand, all of you guys? You have to be grateful because you are learning something that you cannot buy by money. Okay? I know some of you are not happy with your immediate supervisor, immediate manager. Be grateful. Why you don't like? Maybe your manager is very strict. Manager is very, 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 very strict. So work under someone strict. You can be stronger at your workplace. Rovilin, thank you so much. Anu, number 13, page number 13. People are emotional. You got to understand as a leader, in order to protect all those opposition things, always remember People are emotional. People sometimes will become more and more stressful. People always bring personal feelings at work. So, what you need to do as a leader, you need to understand the feelings. You cannot overlook the feelings of your staff. I'll give you a good example. Everybody look at my chat box. Okay. Last week I forgot the date. I got a message in my Telegram number. One of my students asked me this one. Everybody look at my chat box. Huh? Hey, you, Winnie and you follow? Hey, you. And the second message was like that. Can you send me the last night lesson notes? I need to stop sharing my screen, huh? Because this is something that you all need to understand at the first place. Hey, you, can you send me the last night class link? You know what was my response? I know she or he does not understand properly how to communicate with someone properly. Alvin, you follow? Then my reply was, "Hi there." I was so nice. I replied. I think she, her, because the picture in I think the female picture. I said, "Hello there. May I know you are looking for lesson from which module and which lesson number?" Because if you ask me, "Hey, you, can you send me the last night lesson?" Because last night we got 4 different classes. You follow diploma class, postgraduate diploma class, CA modules, diploma class, the core modules. I'll not understand which module you are doing now. Then she sent the screenshot of her Telegram group. Then I said, "I'm sorry, yesterday night I did not teach this module." I talk like that. Yesterday, I'm sorry, I used this term. "I'm sorry, I did not teach this module last night. Just give me a while. I will collect the lesson notes from your teacher and I'll send to you." Okay, then I found who is the lecturer. I get the link from the drive and I send her. Okay, I send her. And she said, "Thank you so much." And then I educate her. I said, "You know who am I? I'm a teacher. And you cannot ask your teacher, 'Hey, you.' Hey, you can use with your friends or family members, with your cousins, with your brothers, with your sister." Do you know what she said? "Sir, I'm sorry, my English is not good. I use internet to translate my word in English." See? So I could be very angry on her, right? "Hey, why you are asking me, 'Hey, you'? I'm not your boyfriend. Why you address me like this?" But I didn't do that because I know that all people got emotion. Okay, understand? See, then Now I told her, she said, I'm sorry, my English is not good. I always use translator to talk with you. Then I told her, no problem. Anytime, if you need any notes, just let me know. I will send you. Now, from that day, when she messaged me, she will say, hello, sir. Can I have the notes? Ah, very good. So you as the leader, you have to understand that kinds of people attitude and people emotions. If not, you cannot be a leader. You will become a manager from your grandfather generation. The world does not need any manager. You follow? If you think about all the business, they need leaders, not managers. Okay, so I hope you learned something from this case study. So when you talk with someone, don't ask, hey, you, ask properly. The proper greetings must be there. Otherwise, there will be emotional problem because people got different emotional factors. Let's bring all of them to slide number 13. So the next one, people are rational. So what is the meaning of rational? Let me make it very simple. Remember, as a leader, you will find that your staff really does not want to do something extra at your workplace. If you ask them to do something new, they will complain. I have no experience about this. If you ask them that from the next month, we will do digital marketing, staff will complain that I have no experience about digital marketing. Your staff working from home, and when you ask them from the next month, no more working from home. Melita, you follow? You have to come to office. They will have problems. So this is called unpopular decision need to be explained with the reason. So how you can destroy this opposition? When you change some of the rules in your team, you have to explain why there are changes. Jocelyn, you follow? Because at the end of the day, you have to understand the psychology of human being. People really don't like to change. Trust me. If there is some changes, people will be unhappy. So before you change as a leader, make sure you answer all the questions. You explain all the why factors, why there is change, why you are changing your plan, why you are changing your marketing policy, sales policy, working policy, so on and so forth. And you have to make sure that you inform every of your staff in the clear manner so that they will never have the problem to understand why you are planning to change something in your team. Ashley, you follow? Don't be autocratic leader. Be democratic when there is something that you need to change. Okay? Autocratic, some people really cannot take it because of their unstable emotional intelligence. The next one, number 14, Anu, communication. Sometime you will find that your leadership, if you have not proper communication skill, it's very difficult to anticipate everything that is needed ahead of time. So leaders need to connect with the people individually so they can feel free to speak their minds, understand by a group settings, and leaders give the straight answer as clearly as they can. So from this slide, everybody please take one option very, very seriously. When you will be a leader, don't be arrogant. Don't be snobbish. Don't take this position as an authority. You have to be humble enough to talk with each and every staff. Currently, I am leading some of our new trainers in our organization. Do you know what I'm doing? Every time I meet with my team members in Zoom, I always try to figure out more about their strength and weaknesses. Juna, understand? Juna, nice to see you, man. Fine. Example, we have a new trainer from Mauritius. So every time I talk with the new trainer, I try to figure out something new about our new trainer. Albin, you follow? I ask, what did you do for the last 20 years? Because I can see you are almost 50 years old and you have completed your graduation like 20 years back. So what did you do for the last 20 years? And I have come to know that our new trainer got a lot of different experiences. Admin job, admin job, HR job, sales job, and also accounting job. But no training or education experience. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? So how I have come to know? I connect individually with our team members. I talk. I know about the new trainer family, married, what husband is doing, how many children he or she got, what they are doing, family background, study from which university, any other extracurricular activities. Why? The reason is just to connect with our team members. If there is no connection, if there is no engagement, you cannot block this opposition. And this opposition will become a major problem if you cannot take care of these kind of things at the first place. So a piece of advice for all of you, for the new leaders, when you will be leading people, spend some time with your staff. Know more about them. Go inside of their academic skills. Go and try to find out about their extracurricular activities, their job experience, why they resigned from the job. Know each and everything that will help you to communicate with your staff, with your team members accordingly without facing any problem in future. Remember, communication is the key. And if you have the best English speaking skill, it doesn't mean that you are the best communicator. Communication is an art, A-R-T, art. Mary, you follow? You have to use this art to be connected with your team members at the first place. Understand? Yeah, the next one. Number 3, obedience. Number 15, yeah, page number 15, Miss Anu. Obedience. So, number 3, obedience. Look at this one. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Okay, now come to the point. Obedience meaning to say, I need to stop sharing my screen. Please stop sharing the screen. Remember, the people who will be working in your team, they are also human being like you. Am I right? And everybody got some self-respect. Everybody got some ego. I mean ego, ego. You follow? Personalities. Marilyn, you understand? So as a leader, nothing to do. I mean, nothing wrong if you act like very obedient to your followers. So what is the meaning of obedient? When your staff talk or when your team members talk to you, you listen to them with full of attention. Obedience. Another meaning of obedience, remember this one. You are my manager. When I come to you, you must have to show some respect for me. Jay-Z, you follow? What kind of respect you can show me so that I can be very open? I can feel free to share what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to tell, what I'm trying to mean. Respect, obedience, like, oh yeah, Faisal, yeah, have a seat. Right? Hey, Faisal, how is everything? Yeah, morning, Faisal. Anything? Why you look like so stressed? Morning, Alvin. Ah, you look so stressed today. Anything wrong? Is everything okay with your family? I know you have a baby boy. Is everything okay with all of your family members? Obedience. This is not your business. This is not my business to ask how about your family, how about your child, how about your children. But you can do this one just to make your team members feel free to be opened in front of you. Understand, all of you guys? Do it. If you want to make your team members dedicated and motivated enough in your team. You are my leader. When I come to you to say something, you stop me at the first place. You have no respect. You have no intention to listen to me. I'll be unhappy. Am I right? And next time, even if I have the best idea, I'll not open it in front of you. Very well, understand? So don't do that kind of things. Always remember, every staff, every people got their self-respect. You have to give this space, no matter what and no matter how. They are working in your team, not only for the money. Some of you resign from resign from your last job, right? You feel that there is no respect for you. You feel that the people who are working there, toxic people, and you just resign from this job. Agree? How many of you have done this before? You feel that this place is not suitable for you and you just simply resign. You don't care what would be the next. You don't care how you will survive without job. You just resign and you just throw the resign paper on the face of your leader just like that. Why? Because you have self-respect, right? And you feel that self-respect is more important than money. So if you have done it before, who will be your staff next time? He or she also will have that kind of approach. Understand? So please be obedient. They are here to work. They are here to earn money with respect. Okay? You know, respect is all about take and given policy. Why some of you respect me? Because I respect you at the first place, right? Remember, I told you, hey guys, those who are at work, no need to switch on your camera. When I use this statement, those who are working, the level of respect for me become double up. Agree? I never force you to switch on your camera. If I force you, the level of respect will come down for me. You will have no respect. That is called obedience. understand the situation, and move forward. Okay, I hope I make myself very clear, right? Is it clear, guys? Okay, so I have last few things to share with all of you about this one. Miss Anu, can you go to page number 15? Now, obedience leadership is a type of leadership in which the leader um, they use authority over the followers to get them to complete their task accordingly. So this is about task-oriented, job-oriented skill. Christiana, you follow? This type of leadership can be effective in getting people to do what the leader wants them to do. So obedience will create a sense of responsibility among the team members to do their job properly. Understand? So this leadership can help you to maintain order within an organization. What is the meaning of order? Like chronological order, like, hierarchical order. Senior manager, a manager will follow senior manager, right? And the supervisor will follow the manager, and the front liners will follow the supervisor. And obedience will be each and every part of that organizational structure. Number 16. So obedience leadership can help you to promote efficiency within an organization. How? When you are very, very serious about your responsibility, do you know what you will be doing? You will never do the job for the sake of doing. Maritis, understand? Because your manager got respect for you, and you will never let your manager, you will never let your leader to make them feel down, right? For me, when I do my job, I always remember my leader. I don't want to make my leader feel down because of my carelessness. And it comes from where? It comes from this factor, which is called obedience. Understand? In my mind, there will be always a factor. I cannot do it just like that. I need to do it in a better way. Omra, understand? Omra? So obedience leadership can foster loyalty among the followers. As I have told you earlier, loyalty comes from respect, right? And respect comes from respect. You respect me, I will respect you back. And when we have respect, loyalty must be there. I'll give you a very practical examples. When you are in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, if there is respect for both of you, you respect your partner also respect you. Do you know what will be happening in your relationship? Loyalty will be there. You follow? What is loyalty? You always will be very careful, very caring about your partner. Alvin, understand? If there is no respect, there will be no loyalty. There will be misunderstanding, miscommunication, miss this, miss that. So obedience leadership also can help to create a sense of unity within an organization. There will be a mutual understanding between the leaders and the followers. Why? Because obedience is there at the first place. Now, let me share some strategy how you can become an obedience leader from slide number 17. Everybody, please look at this part. Very important, because at the end of the day, out of 4 or if you got something wrong with obedience part, then it will be a problem for you and for your organization. Look at number one. How you can become obedient? You have to establish trust with those you lead. The key word is trust. And why people will trust you? Trust comes from sense of responsibility. Ortinico, understand, Mr. Ortinico, why I will trust you? When I understand you as a person, you always responsible enough for me. Whatever you promise, you do it for me. I'll trust you. Anna, Lisa, you follow? You promise you are my leader, but always you forget about the promises that you have made for me. I'll not trust you. I'll not follow you. I'll feel that my leader is not keeping his or her promises with me. So how you can build trust? Look at this one: being honest, being transparent, and being consistent about your team members. Look at the three key points: honest, transparent, and consistent. Honest, I'm not going to touch this part. Just be honest with your team members. Transparent, always remember, as a leader, nothing to hide. When you will become more transparent, your team members will trust you trust you a lot. That can make obedience between you as a leader with your staff. Transparent, nothing to hide. Always remember, you need not to give any special treatment to someone from your team members. Everybody must be addressed equally. And consistent meaning to say you always need to be like proactive. That is called consistency. It doesn't mean that you can become more serious for the first 3 days of the week and the last 2 days of the week you have no seriousness. Then you cannot be an obedience leader. We will have some more. Miss Anu, can you please go to the next slide, number 18? Look at this one. Obedience, you have to be very, very clear about your expectations. Why your staff will obey you, OVEY. You must have to have the expectation, and you also need to manage your expectations, right? Example, you are a leader and you have 10 new staff. You cannot have high expectation from the new staff during the month 1 and the month 2 performance. Jocelyn, am I right? So I'm your new staff, and without providing more training for me, without explaining more and more strategy that you are following in your team, if you expect too much from me, I will have no respect for you. Understand, all of my friends? So manage your expectations, especially if you have the new staff in your team. You must have to make it clear what are the expectations you have among your team members. So you must have to be specific and realistic. Okay, so always remember the SMART. Remember SMART, SMART goal settings. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, right? And also relevant and time bound. So when you are smart enough about that kind of goal settings, your staff will always have respect for you. I must need to give enough time for my staff to complete the task, right? Look at the next one. Use positive reinforcement. What is the meaning of reinforcement? Implementation, right? Make sure to respect them and let them know that their behavior is appreciated, right? Positive reinforcement. You always explain before you ask something to your staff to do, right? Example, Miss Anu from this device, she is working out one of our senior admin staff. So every time when we have BizTalk, when we have a leadership series, Miss Anu will mark the attendance and prepare the certificate and send to our candidates. Remember, I told you how many days? Within 10 working days. Why? Because Miss Anu got other things to do. Arceline, you follow Arceline? If we ask Miss Anu to complete it in 24 hours, she will feel that her manager got no idea how this work can be done properly. And she will not obey her manager, leader at the first place. You got the point? The example that you have come to know, right? So always when you ask people to do something for you, make sure you have give enough time, enough training, enough explanation, enough instruction. Only then your staff will obey you, respect you at the first place. Now, let's move on to slide number 19. We also can learn how we can become more and more obedient as a leader. Be assertive, not aggressive. What is the meaning of aggressive? You just explain, you just come and tell me what I need to do without explaining why. Okay, Jocelyn, you are my manager. Nain, you are my leader. And you asked me, Faisal, from tomorrow you have to come to office at 8 a.m. sharp. That is called aggressive. I'll scratch my head why I need to come 1 hour early in the office. I'll be unhappy. I'll have no respect for you. Right? Tomorrow will be my weekend. Let me pick up some serious leader from my class. Okay. Okay, Nava, Miss Nava, you look like so serious as a leader. So you are my leader. Tomorrow is my weekend, right? So tomorrow is the day for me to have rest, right? Tomorrow you keep calling me. If you keep calling me and you keep asking me something related to the job, I will have no respect for you for the rest of my life. Understand, Mr. Omabek? So be smart enough when you are handling your people as a leader, right? Don't disturb your staff, your followers during public holidays or during the weekend because they also have their personal life, right? Let them have some rest. Okay, if it is very urgent, you can call and apologize. I'm sorry to call you during your weekend. Just quick one. Or you can message your staff. No need to reply now. You can reply later on. See how respect comes? You will be more serious about your job when your manager got that kind of approach, like not being aggressive, but assertive. An assertive leader is confident and firm without being hostile or forceful, right? You cannot be forceful. Nobody wants to work under a forceful leader. right? If you keep forcing me, I have two options. I'll do the things for the sake of doing, or I'll just resign from my job. On the other hand, an aggressive leader always become forceful for the people, for the staff. Please don't do this one. Always remember the three key principles: lead, discipline, and bonding. You know the bonding part? When you have bonding, obedience will come here. Understand? Remember last night I used to talk about lead, discipline, and bonding for the ENS classes. And also those who are here from other classes, I do believe all of you remember these three key principles. Okay, fine. Someone said, sir, I'm at work. Okay. If you are at work, no problem. Just do your job and try to listen what we are talking about. Now, slide number 20, how you can be an obedient leader. Be a role model. If you want people to obey you, it is important to be a role model. What is the meaning of model? I'm talking about your character. Model, everybody, please just remember one of the most famous models that you have in your country. So what model is doing? Very attractive, right? Jazzy, very attractive. Model always will dress up nicely, right? Model always will represent themselves with smart outlook, and smart, not only outlook, but also inside look, right? Internal and external. Model always good at influence people, right? Example, I believe all of you remember, all of you like Tom Cruise action movies, right? Tom Cruise. Why you like Tom Cruise? Because he takes all those risks in order to make a fantastic movie full of action, right? Jump from helicopter, from plane, right? From the hills, from the buildings, taking all the risk. That's why you like him, right? And if you have an opportunity to meet with Tom Cruise in your country, you will take a selfie with him without any hesitation, right? You will go and ask, "Can I have a selfie with you?" Because have you have the feelings. Why? Because he has done something for you. That's why you feel that he is important for you. Understand? That is called model. That is called model. I always grateful to my leader, Mr. Benson Ma. Why? Because he's my boss? No, not only for my boss, because I consider him as my model. When I got difficulties to make a decision, I always ask advice from Mr. Benson Ma. And he always give me the best solution for my life as well. Professional life and also for my personal life, to be very, very honest with you. And that's why when Mr. Ma will ask me to do something, I will become more and more careful to do it more and more properly. That is called obedience. Understand? You follow? Next one. This means that you should obey the rules and regulation that you set for others. This is very important. Why I put it in different color? There are so many leaders in all over the world. I would say, I'm sorry for the next word. I would say stupid of the highest order leader. Why stupid of the highest order? They create the rules, but they don't want to follow. Understand? And your manager, your leader has created some rules, but he or she doesn't want to follow the rules. You will ask yourself this question: so why should I need to follow? So what is the solution, ladies and gentlemen? Leader is not someone separated from the team members. You as a leader also a part of your team. So when you put some rules and regulations, you also have to follow without giving any excuse. Understand, guys? Then the followers will have respect for you. People are more likely to obey a leader who leads by real examples. Okay, the last O, it is called outcomes. Slide number 21. Do you know what is the meaning of outcome? As a leader, you are successful, you are unsuccessful. It will depend on your outcome. I got some messages here. Yes, result. Yes, please. I'll be sending the PDF before I say good night to all of you. Please wait because I am following the rules set by top management. Okay, only for the leadership and BStock, we send the notes after just before finishing or completing the class. Okay, so outcome is all about what? Your result. You feel you are the best leader, but under you, staff, they never improve. The result is not there. Sales is not there. Company's mission and vision is not fulfilling. So something somewhere wrong. Am I right? So outcome as a leader, you must have to understand the four key outcomes. How many outcomes, guys? Four. Remember, four outcomes. No matter in which industry you are in as a leader. Look at number one. You have to make sure crystal clear of your intention and the rules of engagement. Your intention, what is the meaning of intention? Your mindset, right? The way you think. If you have right intention, you always become more productive. If you have wrong intention, you will always waste your time. Number two, outcomes: feel encouraged, appreciated, and connected. You as a leader, when you feel you have enough encouragement about your team, about your department, about your job, you will bring outcome for sure. Number three, you have enough tools. What is the meaning of tools? Equipment, technical skills, resources. You have all the things, all the skills about your leadership position. Number four, you have power to make the decision that you need for your team. So your outcome, your result, your final product, it will depend on those four key outcomes. Please make sure your intention is clear. What is the meaning of intention? Let me make it even more clear. Let's make it like very, very, your aim. Intention is your aim. Encouraged, meaning to say your level of motivation about your work. Tools, resources, skills, this is your technical part. And you have to have the authority to make the decision about your team. Four important key components. Now, how you can be more outcome-oriented leader. Miss Anu, can you please go to the next slide? I do have few more straightforward points. Everybody remember, number one, you must have to set clear goals about your team. clear. It has to be very, very clear. You have to make sure everybody understands what you want to do along with your team members. Number two, ownership. You will bring outcome if you are able to take the accountability and ownership. What does it mean? That you are responsible for all the team members and you do everything for all of your team members to achieve the goal accordingly. You are absolutely right. Responsible is the key point. Remember, data-driven decision making. Your result will depend how good you are about statistics. What is the meaning of statistics? You always make a decision based on data, based on information, based on data-based decision making. Next one, outcome, it will depend on your continuous improvement. Remember, never stop learning. If you want to become a leader with full of outcomes, every day you need to learn something new about your industry. Okay. Example, Samsung. How Samsung is competing in all over the world because they always focus on continuous improvement about your product. You follow? Fine. Like the leaders from Samsung, the leaders from Apple. Now I think in the market, iPhone 17 is available, right? Some of you already planned that you will buy this one. Why? Because some new features already come out in 17 comparing to last version 16 Pro Max, right? That's why you are keen. See? Leadership is like that. Always bring something new for the market, for the customers, for the team members. Okay, so the next one, flexibility and adaptability. Outcome depends on how flexible you are as a leader. Adaptability, you are open to change. You are open to take challenge. You are very open to learn something new. You are very open to go extra mile. Only then you can bring more outcome for your team, for your team members accordingly. Okay, fine. Excellent. Okay, Maribel, you go, please. Yeah, thank you so much. Fine. The next one, benefits of outcome-oriented leaders. You can improve performance of all of your team members. You can have more responsibility. You can become more and more responsible person at the first place when you focus on outcome. And also better decision making. That's the key point, because at the end of the day, leader must have to be good at making better decision. And when you focus on outcome, it will help you to make the right decision at the right place accordingly. Very simple and straight to the point. The next one, you must need to understand some of the, this very simple, straightforward, increased efficiency and enhanced employee motivation. Because when you see this, the outcome is there, the result is there, motivation will be always there. Agree? Guys, agree? Those who are working in sales department, when every month you are able to hit your KPI, you will have the motivation, right? Wow, I can fulfill my target. Now I'm so happy. I like my job because this job always gives me a motivation to move forward and earn something more about me, right? About my family, about my future. So I will have the last topic already, Miss Anu, slide number 25. So outcome-based leadership, the next one, yes, you can see or you can take some notes about the future. Nowadays, we are having AI, artificial intelligence, and uh, artificial intelligence related or machine learning related approach for outcome, for bringing more and more outcome for the leader's point of view. Please learn something new. It is called OKR, objectives and the key result. It is all about a framework. Next one, please, Anu, the next slide. The future, yes, correct. So more companies are using OKRs, OKR meaning to say objectives and key result. Why? Just to align leadership objectives with their specific result. Okay, and if you want to think about more future about a modern leader, you need to learn about hybrid and remote work performance evaluation. Nowadays, even many people are working from home, hybrid and remote work performance. So it's all about our developing a new way in order to measure productivity for the distributed teams. So how it can be done? Like performance evaluation. You cannot just be happy if you see your staff are very busy, those who are working from home. At the end of the day, you must have to do the performance evaluation. The last slide, slide number 26. Also, you need to increase focus on sustainable development. I'm talking about the future. As a leader, don't try to focus only on achieving short-term goals. You have to focus on long-term goals. Can all of you write down one statement on your notebook? After the meeting with me, try to find out 17 sustainable goals from internet. 17 sustainable goals from UN, United Nations. Okay, so this is called something for a leader to plan for a long-term basis. Right? Outcome, you can go for employee-centric outcome measurement. At the end of the day, do remember, if there is no team members, you cannot be a leader, right? A leader is nothing but the followers. Always remember this statement. You are holding leadership position as you have the followers. So what you need to do, you cannot just keep them aside. Don't do that. Do something that will take care of your employees at the first place. So that would be the end for today. Miss Anu, can you please go to the next slide? I have a thank you slide, and I also put my email address there for the new students. So everybody, if you have any question, you can ask me in the chat box, and we also will share the notes in our chat box. Everybody, please go to the chat box, click on the link, and download the PDF that we have used for today's leadership series. And if you can download the things, type one in the chat box. Okay, Miss Anu, could you please send? Yes, the link is in the chat box. Please download the PDF and don't forget to read it again in order to make yourself more and more clear about the 4 O that we have discovered for modern leadership. So before I end my meeting, I would like to invite you guys to ask me the question if you have. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can see everybody can download the notes. Now come to the point. Any question about the 4 O that we have done today? Opportunities. Number 1, right? Then we talk about what? Opposition, right? Opposition. Why opposition? There is a reason. Because when we are trying to do something better, there will be some challenges, there will be some difficulties all the way. So how we will cope up, or how we will work with all those difficulties, that is called objection, right? Or opposition. Then number 3, we talk about obedience, respect, the key of managing a group of people at the first place. And number 4, outcome. So I hope these the four O's will help you to think and design your own way to become a strong leader in future. Yeah, those who have urgent thing, you can leave, no problem. Okay, so before I end, everybody, please one more time switch on your camera so that we can mark your attendance. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, one more time is okay. Those who already there, just switch on your camera. Number 3, number 4. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. 6, 7, and 8, 9, 9. Okay, fine. So that would be the end. That would be the end for today's class. Not class, actually, the leadership series. Everybody have a great weekend. Oh, I can see one digital hand. Carla, any question for me as you have the digital hand? Unmute your microphone. And from this device, if you have any question, you also can raise your digital hand. Any question? Okay, this is not for the question, right? So remember what is next Monday. There will be Monday Motivational Madness. Don't forget to join in to get some motivation about life, about life at the first place. So till then, all of you stay fine and stay safe and have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.